I used this vase mold to make this half of a vase mold, and I didn't cut it in half. If you want to learn how, keep on watching.
For this project, I used 2 vase molds that I had picked up on Amazon, and I covered the ends of them. And the way I covered the ends of them, or at least covered half of the ends, was by taking UV resin and just going around the very edge, one halfway around with the UV resin. Then I took the piece of plastic that I had cut out and just set it on top of it and put the UV light on top of that. Make sure that didn't leak. I came back with UV resin and went all the way around the outside where I had just used the UV resin, just as an extra precaution against any resin leaks. Again, put the UV light on it. Here you can see I covered both of the ends with the plastic. Then I mixed up some resin, poured them in 2 separate cups, added some blue alcohol inks to one, and then I added some glitter to the other. So with this, the blue alcohol ink, when I was pouring it in, I kind of made a mess, and you can see I even dripped it into the other resin. But so I set it on its side, and then you have to look at it from the side and make sure you have enough in there. And I think I didn't fill it up enough at first, then poured too much in, and it kind of leaked over the top of it, and you can see it's leaking out there, but it's not because it has a leak, it's because I filled it up too high and then tipped it. So this actually worked out really good. So after I got the right amount in, I was able to just set it so that it could cure. And like I said, in the other one, I added a bunch of glitters, mixed that in, and then poured that into the other one, and again, set it on its side. The popsicle sticks are to level it, and you'll see in a minute why they needed it. And then here you can see a side view of it. You can see what they look like sitting on their sides. And again, the blue that's on the mat there did not leak out of it. It was just poured out when I tipped it up too much. And then this is it the next day, and I'm going to demold them. So to demold them, all I do is take the little plastic piece off that's held on with the UV resin, super easy, and then just pull it off like you would demold anything else, and you end up with a half vase that you can use as a little flower pot on your canvas or glass art or whatever you want to do it on. And then the same for the other one. Just take the little piece of plastic off that's held on by the UV resin and take it out of the mold. And I think they turned out so cute. So next I need a flower to go in the vase. So I picked up this vase from the Dollar Tree, and look at the pretty color and the texture on it. Isn't that pretty? $1.25 from a Dollar Tree. And this very first part where I'm cutting the glass with my C-Bell nippers, I'm going to do slow for those of you who don't know how to cut glass. For those who do, just fast forward through it. So I just nip it, and you come up with a piece with 2 pointy ends. Then I nipped it in half, and then I take one end and the fatter side, I just nip around the edge to make a curved edge for a flower petal. And I'm just going to do this one and the other one that's sitting in the bucket, and then I'm going to fast forward through it. So super easy to do. The C-Bell nippers, the nip is very controlled. They're easier on your hands. When you're doing larger pieces of glass, it holds onto the piece of glass until you let go of it. It doesn't let it fly. You still need to wear your safety glasses, because with tiny pieces, the little pieces still can fly. So you have to be careful. Don't let your guard down. And again, on the fatter part of the edge, just go around it to make it a curved edge to look like a flower petal. And then the rest of this I'm just going to fast forward through, and honestly I think I make about enough to make 3 or 4 flowers, although I'm only going to be using one for this particular video. And I just go ahead and keep nipping until I'm done with the vase. And this glass, because it's painted, you cannot put it in the tumbler to get the sharp edges off, because the paint will come off of it. Those of you new to the channel, normally after I nip up flower petals or glass for my glass art, I just throw it in a tumbler, put water on it, a squirt of Dawn, and tumble it for an hour, and all the sharp edges come off of it, and you don't have to worry about cutting yourself. But you can only do that with glass that is not painted. The paint will come off of this glass. There's some glass that has the color all the way through it. A lot of glass actually has the color all the way through it that can be tumbled. So you either have to leave it sharp or you have to sand it in some way. And what I end up doing is taking it out to the garage and using my grinder and just going around the edges real fast. When you're grinding any kind of glass, you have to use water, and you need to wear a respirator. And if you do not have a grinder, which a lot of you don't, you could also just use a little sanding block and just go over the edges real fast, especially the tip. I had a small 9x3 canvas that I just went ahead and painted a bright yellow, and evidently I thought it was too bright, and I took a little bit of white paint and mixed it in and toned it down a little bit and let that dry. Next, I was ready to put my project together. I'm using Craftor tabletop epoxy resin for this project. It's a good coating resin to use on canvas. Not all resins you can use on canvas. You need to use a coating resin so that it doesn't pull away from the edges or leave fish eyes. So I just went ahead and poured the resin on top of the canvas. It's easier to work with the resin and smooth it out if you can do it on top of the canvas before you put your glass on. Sometimes you have to put your glass on first, but luckily I was able to just go ahead and pour it on and spread it out this way. And I do like the edges of my canvas covered, so I do cover all of the edges. Some people just push it up to the edge and leave the edges without resin. As you can see, I have it up on 3 cups, that's so when the resin drips off the side, it doesn't stick to the protective cover underneath. And even if you have a non-stick cover, it would pool around the exterior and it would be difficult to cut away once the resin had cured. I use the kitchen torch to get rid of the bubbles, and then next I just start assembling the project. I put the little vase on, I put the flower petals on, and you could put this together before with UV resin if you want, but it was pretty simple. And then this is vitrograph glass that I use for the stem, and vitrograph glass is long strands of glass that I buy on Etsy. And then there's some little yellow beads that I put for the center of the flower. And these pieces of glass are, the leaves are actually nipped glass from a green vase that I just went ahead and tumbled. I have a bunch of them in a baggie that I had tumbled prior to doing this video. And flower petals have a texture on it, so if you're to pour resin over textured glass, you can totally lose the texture. You can take your finger and just swipe a little resin over it to make it shiny if you need it to be shiny, but never pour resin over textured glass. You can totally lose the texture. And this is so pretty, the texture that creates the design. Next, I come back with some Let's Resin chameleon flakes and just sprinkle that all over the canvas in some different areas. So whenever I'm done with the project, I always come back every 15 minutes to recheck for bubbles and retorch if necessary, to check for sediment and get it out with a toothpick. I also check for glass placement to make sure nothing shifted and push it back into place with the toothpick. It's very important that your project sits on a flat level surface so nothing shifts and the resin stays on top. Resin cures best at temperatures between 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about a 40-minute work time. All resins are different. It's in your best interest to read the directions for the resin that you are using. It's also in your best interest to cover your project with a dust cover.
Hey everyone, so isn't that cool? I thought that was so neat to be able to do that. A lot of people in our Facebook group pay to have vases, glass vases and bottles and all that cut in half. And I thought, geez, there has to be a way to do it with the resin vases. So anyway, it worked out really nice. The UV resin really held the little piece of plastic in place, and with a few mistakes, I was still able to do it. And I'm thinking, boy, you could do this with a lot of projects. So a lot of molds that are thick molds, and you just want half of it to set on some canvas, you could do the same thing. So I'm going to be experimenting, so keep on watching. If you are new to the channel, I have over 300 videos on the YouTube channel, so check it out. I do all sorts of glass art. Actually started with tumbling glass and using Vase glass, and then started cutting glass, and just a whole bunch of different ideas. And I just love doing it. So if you enjoyed the video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you enjoyed the channel, go ahead and subscribe. That really helps the channel. And if you ring the bell or hit the bell, it'll notify you every time I put a new video out. I try to put a new one out every week. And we have the Facebook page going, an amazing group over there displaying all their beautiful artwork. Come check it out, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.